Hi and welcome, this is Shania from the Angels Art 777. You might know my Facebook page under Angels Art 777 or my Instagram account with the same name. I'm an artist and intuitive. I do intuitive readings, counselings, writings, and as you can see maybe in the background, 2 pieces of my energy healing heart. This is just a short introduction of who you are listening to at the moment, and I decided to connect today because I got a few downloads about today. It's very intensive. The energy is very intensive since a few days actually, but today is really immense. This can be maybe because of the full moon energy. Today is full moon in Aquarius, and there's a lot of purging again going on, a lot of will that people wants to drive their plans and dreams forwards. They wanna push against their own limits. They wanna leave all the out and outdated behind, which is all a positive movement. The problem with this can be that a lot of people who are maybe not really awake or just part-wise awake, that they feel kind of pushed in a negative way or kind of stuck, and then they try to lash out on others, especially on those who are awake, because they cannot handle these movements, these energies, these flows that are just flowing through the body and mind at the moment again. And those energies can feel really, really dense. For some, for others, it's refreshment. It's pushing forwards. Like I said, this can be used to really take a big leap of faith and make your dreams come true. But as I said, not everybody wants to work on their dreams or are awake to do that. I don't say this to blame anyone. Everyone has their own path. Not everybody's here to awake, and some are here to learn a different kind of lesson or fulfill a different kind of destiny. So it is not the same for everybody. I don't say this again. I repeat it again. This is not to blame the ones who are maybe not as awake as you are or awake as other people. Everybody has their own level of perception, of awakening. Like I said, some are more forward, others some are more, let's say some are at level, I don't know, 65, the others are on level 3. Or not even there, so it's all fine. I just want to say this because I don't want anybody to get offended or anything. That's not my intention. I have only the positive intentions when I post anything, because I want to bring light and positivity, and I want people to know what I got in downloads, what I go through, so maybe they can relate, maybe it helps them in some way. That's my only intention. So today can be really harsh. I had that recently, about 15 minutes ago. Huge fight, out of nowhere, really out of nowhere. It was just lashing out on me, and I don't want to mention who it was. Let's say close family members, instead of getting really angry, I had this positive kind of, how can I say, peace of freedom inside of me, came in from my spirit, and it was just that instant download with that description, what I just talking about, with the energies that people who are not aware or awake, or maybe not on the same level, that can really not deal with these movements, with those energies and what's coming through, and then just lash out. they pick fights up. Maybe it is something that they wanted to talk to you about, or maybe not even that, and then they just lash out. It's a completely, it's like a ball, you know, like a light ball. If you have seen some movies or series, like that light ball, a little ball, and then it just rises and rises, and it gets this huge energy, and then vroom, just lashes out and burns everything. That is a usual kind of how can I say, what they do. They just take everything on the inside which wants to get cleaned, get purged out, and they don't know how. And then they just take this huge ball, like I see it, like I have that description in my mind, and they just throw it at you, and then they feel better after they did this. But it's not really what someone should do. As I said, some are not awake and aware, and they do this. Why I wanted to share, you don't have to react to this, not really. You can stay completely calm in your center. You can say to yourself, this is maybe not even about you. Maybe there was something, an initiation, like a little piece that they wanted to talk to you about or something, but it just didn't work out, or they just haven't said this to you, and now it just, with their trash that wants to be purged out, which has nothing to do with you, it's what they have in their insides. They just accumulated this and throw it at you. So the best thing to deal with this is keeping calm as possible, of course. I mean, we are all human. Even we can lash out if it's too much, because the energy is high already. So it's not so easy for everybody to just keep calm. Even if you have gave back, fired back, whatever, then after this, try to center yourself, try to calm yourself, try to be in your center. Maybe if you can, do a little meditation, or if it's too crazy at the moment, if you cannot sit down and meditate, then just take a few deep breaths. To deeply breathing really helps. Or just go out, get some fresh air. That's the easiest way to deal with it. Go out, get some fresh air. Talk to your guides, to your angels, in your mind or out loud. Say a little prayer if you want to. Whatever feels good to you, do that. Some are doing creative solutions, creative stuffs. I do this too sometimes. Write something, create something, sing something, play something. Whatever feels good, and focus on that. Don't focus on that what's have been done to you, or what is going on maybe during that purging. Just let it go. Don't push it down. If you have to cry, do it. If you have to scream around, do it. You can use a pillow if you cannot just go anywhere or whatever. Do it. Let it out. Try to not get into fights which are completely unnecessary. They're just arising now because of that energy. So they are not really necessary, and they are not helpful. They are just eating away energy that is much needed for yourself to feel good, to use them during this high intense time, which will stay a few days after the full moon. And use this time for yourself. You always deserve to have this time for yourself. You don't have to be a robot. You don't have to function perfectly. You don't have to, I don't know, give your energy away, or you don't have to run at everything that someone needs or wants from you when you feel drained, when you feel you should just stop and take some time for yourself. You don't have to do this. I mean, there are always 5 or 10 minutes a day, at least, where you can take only for yourself and do some self-care. Soak into a beautiful bath with sea salt or lavender, which is good for calming down. Things like that. Drink chamomile tea. That is self-care too. You don't have to do a huge self-care ritual. I mean, if you want to, go for it. But if you feel you don't have the time that much, this does too. I mean, it will do it too. Just have that intention in your mind. I have to take care of myself because I cannot serve from an empty cup. You might heard this several times before, but it is really the truth. It's a huge difference when you are aligned with your energy, with yourself, and then maybe helping someone from this kind of level, instead of when you're completely drained out of energy and need more rest than ever. You cannot really help someone because your energy is low then. Your light is not that high as it could be. And just drinking a bit. Today it's important to drink a lots of water too, because I don't know if you feel this too, but since a few days I have a bit, it feels like a sore throat. It's dry, nose is dry too, and I think this comes from the chakra, from the throat chakra and the crown chakra maybe, because of these energies and purgings. The body, I don't want to say resists, but it tries to deal with it as best as it could, and this is what I felt, including body pain, especially in the lower back. And if you feel some kind of these things out of nowhere, I don't say if you have something, please go to the doctor, of course, but this can be. And I found out whether I speak or not, but when I speak about these things, it is like a purging itself, and then it dries even more. So in my throat I have to drink a lot of water or teas to make it better, to feel better, and to cleanse my body. If you feel this too, please make sure you drink a lot of water. I have here my water bottle. I drink 2 or 3 of them. If you hear a weird noise, it comes from this thingy I drink out from. Drink, drink, drink. Super important. Okay, that was so far what I have experienced today and the last few days, and I will continue with these videos, of course, because I felt guided to do so, and I think it is time to connect with you in a different kind of way. And this is a great way, I think, because you don't have to read anything, not really, you just listen. You don't even have to watch if you don't want, you can just listen whenever you want and how much you want of it. You can pick out what resonates with you, what helps you and what not. Just forget about it. It is a general download I got for the collective, and it is what I went through, what I wanted to share with you. Because sharing is caring, and nobody out there is alone. Not a single soul is alone out there. And I want you to know this, and they want you to know this. When I say they, I mean the divine, the guides, the spiritual guides, the angels, the archangels, whoever sent those downloads and updates to me. And I am connected with them, as I mentioned before. And what else I want to do? I feel guided to do a little collective reading. I will use 3 of my decks for this. One is a tarot deck, the other decks are oracle card decks. I'm doing this professionally, by the way. If you want to book some for yourself, only, not for the collective, just for yourself, for every topic. You can just click the link under this video. There is my website, and there you can choose a reading which resonates with you. Just want to mention this quick before I start. And my energy art, as you can see here, these are just 2 examples, are available on my website too, as the picture itself, or as prints on shirts to carry it with you, and so on. You can just have a look if you want to. Now I'm gonna drink some more, I'm gonna do a little prayer, and then I'm gonna start with the collective reading. It's gonna be just a little bit quiet now after I have drank my water, and not that you think the video stopped or anything, it is just because I do a little prayer for the reading before I started. Now I'm gonna shuffle the cards for the reading. Just putting the water down. Again, this reading is for the collective. It is a general message for everybody out there who resonates with it. It's not specific for any person, sign, or anything. It's just a complete reading for everybody. Okay, 3 cards just flew out of the deck. Happens. These are the 3 cards. Putting the others aside. I almost hit the camera with my chair. Okay, the first card is from Archangel Raphael. So Archangel Raphael is with us. As you can see, lots of water clearing, and the sun rises here. Lots of water who is smashing against the stones here, and here 2 dolphins jumping out of the water. This card, without reading any description or anything, but only feeling into this message which wants to come up, is purging, clearing, new beginnings, and the sun rises. See, this is Archangel Michael with his hands open, with his wings here, and here is what's going on at the moment. Purging. Here the waters are more calm, where the dolphins jump out behind the dolphins, and here it's more bruising and nervous. This is what's happening right now, and this is what comes out. So it is like a circle on this card. Dawn, or yeah. It says, I read the description, it's just 2 additional, but the message is trouble before peace. Here. This is what's going on. A positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, deep and lasting spiritual insights. these are 3 descriptions on the card, which can mean, which can be for anybody. I mean, some say, oh, okay, that emotional thing makes sense, or that romantic thing makes sense, or that spiritual insight thing makes sense. That's why I love to work with the cards, because they have several messages, not just one message. And the direct download I get them to the cards. The next one, this is a beautiful one. It's again from Archangel Raphael. It's a couple sitting peacefully in a garden, having nice conversation, and a picnic down here. Kids are playing in the background. Light is here. Rainbow. Sunny skies. Peaceful. This is another thing and theme what's coming. This is love and blessings. It says love and blessings fill your life, harmonious relationships with family members, happily ever after. After the storm passes, calmness comes, calm seas, happiness with the dolphins here jumping out. Not sure if this can be seen. These are 2 dolphins. And then, happily ever after. Purged away. Everything which needs to be purged away. The third card is of Archangel Gabriel. Again a couple. Peaceful, happy. Even it looks a bit like wedding or honeymoon something. Blue skies, sunny weather, happiness, abundance, purple color. Yeah, it says time for celebration, so something comes to celebrate. Abundant rewards for hard work, that's why the colors here of abundance. Release yourself from burdensome situations, which means you feel like trapped maybe at the moment because of these hard times here, what's going on. But something positive is on the horizon. Here, rainbow, happiness. Again, happiness. This card stands also for couples or new relationships, new romances, new partners, or rekindled relationships, or deeper connections with the partner right now, if you are in a relationship right now. Makes all perfect sense. It is all about moving forward. It is all about getting things together, letting the hard times go, being grateful already for the good times, for the happy times, and receiving the good times and happy times, and just be grateful. Be grateful for what's going on right now, even if it's really, really hard, because what is coming is much better, and you deserve all this. That's the next thing. Don't think you don't deserve it, because you do deserve only the best of the best, always. And claim it. I'm taking now a different kind of deck and ask for additional guidance for everybody. Let's see what comes out here. Again, these readings are for the collective, for everybody. It is not a personal reading for one person. If you feel that this is for you, then just pick what's for you and leave the rest. Okay, first card. I always pick 3 of each deck. Okay, this fits perfect again to what's going on right now in the situation. Just pushing the crystals a bit. So, these are clearing crystals, by the way, to keep the negativity out of the reading, because the energy is so high, so I felt guided to do this. Make some peaceful place before I start anything. First card is life purpose. This fits amazing because, as I mentioned before, out of this high energy, out of this high movement at the moment, this clearing, cleansing and purging, you gain so much new power. You let the old dense and outdated stuff go, and if you let it go, you made a huge space for all the positive, for all the good, for all that makes space for your own dreams, for your life purpose, for your plans to move forward, so that you can really get a huge positive push towards your dreams and your life purpose. And it says, the purpose of your life is to serve in a way that brings great joy to yourself and others. I repeat that brings great joy to yourself and others. A life purpose is something very, very positive for yourself and others. It's not just a me thing, and it is not just a thing for others. It serves both of you, the collective and yourself. It has to be in balance. If you only do something because you think it's good for everybody, but it drains you out, it harms you maybe even, then this is not your life purpose. This is maybe a part of it, or maybe you have to balance it better so that it don't drains you out. This is something that I got just right now as a download. It has to be always balance. If you get out of balance, you harm yourself, and you cannot help others if you're harming yourself. Then there is no balance, there is no positivity. Okay. It says further, don't worry about finding your purpose. Instead, focus upon serving a purpose, and then your purpose will serve you. This is really important. Some people don't have even a clue about their life purpose, which is totally okay. You know it on the inside. You know on the inside what your life purpose is. You maybe forgot about it because everybody gets conditioned by others and influenced by others, beginning since birth. And then it starts after you're 5 or 7, I think 7 it was. And then you have the beliefs of others. And with the purging, you empty yourself to create your own beliefs, not follow the beliefs of others and stuff. It's all a kind of like evolution, a part of enlightenment and awakening. And now I'm getting too further into a different topic. We can talk about this another time. Just taking again a bit of water, drinking a bit of water. Okay. They also say you can get help if you don't have a clue about your life purpose and you want to get some help about this. There are people there do readings about this. I do this too, by the way. Or just ask your angels for help and listen. This is the next card. Listen. The angels are quiet your mind. Look what she does. Quiet your mind and listen. A loud mind cannot hear the angels or the messages from divine or spirit clearly, or your guides. That's sad because they give you great insights about everything. you can ask them always to do so. The card says, quiet your mind, beloved one, and listen to our gentle reassurance that everything has been taken care of. Stay in a quiet and receptive state without worrying about the exact nature of your desire's manifestation. A quiet mind and body hears us quickly and clearly. This is our request to you. Listen. And I don't have to add anything to this card. It's really that what's meant. I don't get any more downloads on this card. Next card says, go for it. After all that purging, cleansing, clearing, you can have a space, and if you listen, you have your answers to your prayers as a download yourself, or you get it through, it can be through music, to something you read, something you hear from other people, and then you can work on it. And go for it means go for it, work on your plans, on your dreams, on your life purpose. Again, life purpose. And fulfill your destiny, fulfill your dreams, claim the best of the best because you deserve it. Happiness, health, well-being and success is your birthright and your destiny. This is an affirmation. I have it here on my wall. Repeat this to yourself